Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of them candid conversations. It's been nice. It's been great. We're feeling like we're the big man's favorite Sunday where them flowing blessings are gone. Listen, candid conversation. We're here again. You know what we do. We crisscross across the globe, touching on all creatives, and personalities, and sharing with them in whatever their lifestyle and all that type of thing on a positive note. Yeah. And you know the drill. Click, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're broadcasting from a secret location. Yeah, reaching to everybody across the globe. Listen, a big shout out to all them well wishers and all the sponsors and everybody, right? You hear the vibe over there? Yeah, I'll tell you more about that. Yeah, a big shout out to OWF. A big shout out to Sakandanda Mtaani, the man like Njonjo. A big shout out to Chris Chimano and all the youth out there. Sanayetu Mtaani. And watch out for Mental Health CONVO 254 coming out soon, right? Okay. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, today we're reaching out to my brother, DESMOND the songwriter. Welcome to the show, my brother. How you keeping?
I'm fantastic, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. I'm fantastic. I'm doing well. How about you?
We give thanks to you. We give thanks. We give thanks. And yeah, like I said, we really pleasure to have you with us today here, yeah?
Right. I appreciate the opportunity, man. I'm glad to be here.
No, we give thanks. If there's anything different, yeah, they'll have to guess. Yeah. They have another guest coming.
Right.
Before we go there, my brother, right? Yeah, go hold of the album, another guest coming, and I just stuck on that first song, another guest coming, because to me, there's something like a derby vibe. You understand? A derby vibe. You understand? Like Ocho Rios and where, you know what I mean? Yeah. So them ones there. Yeah. It was a nice story, a nice story type of thing, yeah? In the barber shop type of thing. You understand? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So can you tell us, like, in your own words, just give us a background of how it started until we got here.
Right. So I grew up in Kingston, Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica. Grew up with a single parent, single mom. And my mother used to send me to church. You know, she didn't go to church. She would send me but to church. But when I was 8 years old, she gave me up for adoption.
All right.
Gave me up for adoption and migrated to America, and the people who adopted me started taking me to church because they went to church.
Okay.
And shortly after I started going to that church, several of the top gospel bands in the area started buzzing around trying to book it to open for them. So apparently I started singing at the church, and they heard about me, and the gospel band started coming around trying to book me, and I eventually opened for one of them, So I earned my first check to sing when I was 8 years old.
Wow.
And I've been singing pretty much on and off since then. You know, I sang gospel music. Then when I went to high school, I went to a high school that had a boy choir, a classical boy choir, and I sang in the boy choir. And the church that I went to, of course, I did a lot of gospel singing. Then when I left high school, I started, I got involved in musical theater. There's a big musical theater company in Jamaica. And I played some musical theater shows, principal roles for about 6 years in that company. And then I went on the North Coast in Jamaica, the hotel circuit, singing cabaret music on the hotel circuit in Jamaica.
Okay.
It's a place where a lot of artists go and sharpen their performance skills
Yeah, to
before they
hone their
go.
skills.
Yes. So I did the hotel circuit for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started, Jamaica had its PRO in the late 90s. Jamaica had its, you know what a PRO is? It's like ASCAP and BMI, or like in England you have PRS.
Mm-hmm.
It's an organization that manages copyright for songwriters.
Okay.
So Jamaica had its PRS at an agency in Jamaica for about 30 years. And in the late 90s, Jamaica decided they're going to open their own PRO. And I was the first administrator for that PRO.
All right.
So when I started running that now, I started seeing up front and personal and close how songwriters live, you know.
Oh.
There are a lot of songwriters who they're living comfortable out the work.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a next set of songwriters who the music is being played on the radio a lot, but they're not living comfortable. Their resources are not managed, their rights are not managed properly.
Okay.
So I was dabbling in songwriting before that. And I started taking my songwriting more seriously when I was at that place.
All right.
So a few years after that, well, although I was working as a professional musician, when it was time, when I left high school, my parents tell me, say, I need to get a career because music is not a career.
Okay. So you went to get a job.
I went to college and studied business and started working in the corporate world for a while.
Okay.
I work for the government and I run the PRO and all that stuff. And then when the parents died now in about 2004, 2003, I decided I'm going to come to America and pursue my real vision of being a full-time musician.
All right.
I came to America in 2004 and studied some music and been writing and teaching. I've been teaching and writing music since then.
Okay, that's all right.
I released an EP in 2010, and I sold 2,000 copies of that EP on the streets.
Okay.
In 2020, I released my first full-length album, studio album. And Pop Magazine named it one of the 50 best albums of 2020.
All this you're doing independent?
All this I'm doing independently.
Wow.
And in February of this year, I released my second full-length studio album. And so far, I've been getting some good critical feedback on the product. So far, that is what I've done to come to where I am right now.
And that's the February release is Another Guest Coming.
February release is a concept album called Another Guest Coming. Yes.
Yes, sir. We're here now. Another Guest Coming. Yeah, and just like I was telling you, this title track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got that derby vibe. It's got that the storytelling type of thing. You know what I mean? I love that about it. Can you tell us more about this album now?
Yeah, so the album is a concept album of love songs. Normally when people hear it's love songs, and it's mostly reggae, roots reggae rock, double rock, R&B music. But normally when people hear about love songs, they think it's love between people, you know? But this is a love song, and the concept is about love of people as well as love of things. And
places.
And places. So I have 2 songs on the album that tribute to Jamaica, the place where I was born and was raised. Jamaica celebrated 50 years of independence from Britain about 12 years ago in 2012. And these two songs were two songs I wrote as a tribute to Jamaica. Another Guest Coming, and another song on the album called Jamaicans Be Like.
Ah.
Yeah, so I
Jamaicans
wrote
be
those
like,
Jamaican Be Like. So those two songs were written as a tribute to Jamaica when they celebrated the years of independence from Britain.
Jamaicans be like, big tune, big
Yeah,
tune.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. So yeah, concept album where you're celebrating love, not just love like between individuals, it's love of people, places. You know what I mean?
Yeah, things and how people sometimes when people love things sometimes to the point where it gets in the way of relationships. You know, like the cell phone. I have a song on the record called Cell Phone.
Yeah, yeah. There's cell phone right there.
Yeah,
Okay. And yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I like your approach. I'm getting to understand it now more. It's kind of like with cell phone is technology that like what technology has done right now, yeah?
yes, yes, yes.
Hmm. Yeah, big nice one.
Yeah.
So, growing up, what were some of your influences like when you was growing up as a young man and coming up in the business? What were some of the artists you're listening to, or you feel like you borrowed something from?
Yeah, well, here's my thing now.
Mm,
I'm a very curious person.
mm,
So I check out everything. Any chance I get to learn something, I take it. I check out everything. So
mm,
what I'm realizing, my mother, when I was growing up with my mother,
mm.
she was a Jim Reeves fanatic.
Ah,
I don't know if you know that artist, that
yeah,
artist,
an
Jim Reeves.
old gospel artist, an old gospel artist. Yeah.
Yeah, a old gospel artist,
Mm,
Jim Reeves.
mm,
So she had a big Jim Reeves collection at home.
mm,
I think I used to play it at home. And I think the way my style of singing now, I have a kind of smooth style of singing.
mm,
I think that came from the Jim Reeves listening.
mm, mm,
You have other artists that are smooth like that.
mm,
You have people like Lou Rawls, and
mm.
in Jamaica you have a man now named Barry Salmon. Barry.
Beres. Beres is a crooner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is one. But as I said, I listen to every record that is released that I know about.
Mm, mm.
Every record that come out, if I know about it, I listen to it.
Okay. Yeah,
I
ladies
listen.
and gentlemen, we're talking about another guest coming, brand new album from Desmond the Songwriter. Talk to me about this one, my brother. Is the album available in all streaming platforms and all that?
The album is available in all streaming platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, Apple
Mm.
Music, and it's available anywhere that music is streamed or
Yeah,
downloaded.
there you go. You had that. Go get that available in all your favorite streaming platforms. Another guest coming, Desmond, the songwriter. So talk to me, Mr. Desmond. Earlier on, when you started in your music career, you were more leaning on the gospel side, right? Because that's where the influence was and everything like gravitated from there, which is really,
Yeah,
really, which is a common running theme with all people who kind of like they grew up in music. You understand? The only place where music could be allowed mostly would be in churches. That's where during the Sundays the choir practices and all that type of thing. That played
right,
a big part in your career, right?
right.
Mm. So why did you change to reggae?
Yeah, so when I was in Jamaica,
Mm.
apart from the gospel, I sang other kinds of music. I wrote some alternative stuff,
Mm.
pop stuff. But when I was in Jamaica, when you're in Jamaica, every artist is a reggae artist, pretty much, mostly, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can't
That
escape
is
the
pretty much,
reggae influence.
No, that is predominantly the genre that is performed, recorded, and produced there. So because I wanted to kind of stand out and be unique, I decided that I wouldn't be a reggae artist when I was in Jamaica. So I was writing alternative pop leaning kind of stuff. But when I came to America now, I realized that I was missing the music from home. I wasn't hearing enough of it.
Yeah.
And I felt like as an artist, I would stand out or be more unique if I went back to my roots of
embrace your roots.
Reggae.
Yeah, if you embrace your roots, yeah.
So it was only after I came to America that I started really recording reggae music. You know, as I said, just because I was missing it, I was feeling it, and I feel that I would be more unique if I were to my roots than if I continue trying to be a pop or alternative artist.
Okay. Yeah, there's also that like because you're cut from that cloth. You understand? You're cut from that cloth. Yeah. So it's not like it's kind of like going back home for you.
Yeah, reggae music is the heartbeat of the Jamaican people. You know what I mean? Even though my conservative Christian family parents never really embrace it. The fact is, it's in your blood. You hear it everywhere, and it's there. You can't avoid it. You know.
Yeah, and I don't know whether you know this, but it's not just in. I think I'm from Africa, Kenya in particular, and it's the same thing over there, right? Like every barber shop, every public transport, like all the radio stations, I think every afternoon they have like reggae sessions, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's a fabric of the society, just to say the least, right? It kind of, it honest music type of thing. Talk to me about like there was a slight, because earlier on you said even reggae you were doing gospel, but now you kind of deviated from the gospel side of it, and you're just talking about human life, but in a positive style. Basically, the message is the same, but kind of like appealing to everybody, kind of.
Right. Yeah, so as I said, you know, I try to make sure that my music is always inspiring people, uplifting people, you know, not uplifting. But yeah, you know, I mean, although I'm not singing gospel, as I said, you know, I have a lot of fans who are Christians.
Yeah.
Music, I like my music, you know, because it's clean, uplifting. You know, so that is what I feel like that's my purpose, to just be uplifting and inspiring the people. And that's what fans say.
Sorry to interrupt. Which another thing I really appreciate is when you get good music, good lyrics, and they're staying away from the cuss words and them type of things there. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It's kind of like now it's easy for this music to be consumed. You can play it in the family setting without feeling like rushing to. Yeah, you see them as a DJ. Them type of things I kind of look out to, because you might be called to go DJ a family barbecue. Yeah, and now you're playing some tunes, and then you know, it's kind of awkward. Talk to me about this one here, Josephine.
Which one?
Josephine,
yeah. So Josephine was inspired. It's a tribute to Josephine Baker. I don't know if you know who Josephine Baker is. She's a American French artist, actress, and activist. She was involved in the march in Washington with Martin Luther King and all that.
All right.
I think I was moved to write the song because I was kind of annoyed that every time they celebrate Black History Month, they only talk about Martin Luther King and Dr. King and the men who were involved in the march. But the women kind of people don't really realize that women were right there alongside the men were trying to change, bring about change, you know?
Definitely, yeah, true, for real.
I kind of wanted to, I like and pay tribute to this lady, and so that's that is who Josephine is. That activist and artist, Josephine Baker.
Yeah,
She was American. She was American because of the racism in America. She moved and went to France early in her career and thing. And so she has dual. She eventually has dual citizenship, American and French citizenship.
Respect to Josephine, and it's nice. Now you see, you've enlightened me. You see what I'm saying? You've enlightened me. Now I'll go check out more about Josephine Beck. And yeah, if you're gonna catch this later, try and get to know more about Josephine Becker. And go on, sorry.
That is what happens every time I play that song for people, man. They say, "Wow, I learned something new. I didn't know about this person."
All right. Yeah.
Sometimes I think initially it's a romantic relationship I'm thinking about.
Okay.
When they get to the bottom of it, they realize that it's more than that. It's deeper than that,
It's deeper than that. Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing, because as an artist, one of the goals of an artist is to enlighten the society. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Talk to me about, like, now your writing process. How does it happen? Do you get the melodies fast, or do you get the lyrics fast, and how do you go about it?
Well, I mean, I don't write the same way all the time, but generally speaking, usually what happens is I have an idea. I have something I have an idea of something I want to write about, and I start fleshing out that idea, crafting that idea, that story, and I try not to do any rhyming when I'm writing until the end.
Okay.
I don't want the rhyming to compromise the storytelling.
All right. Okay.
And then when I figure that the lyric is at a certain level of development, then I might try to come up with a melody that I think would work for the song. But sometimes
it's different. Sometimes you inspire differently.
Yeah, sometimes without thinking or trying about it, a melodic idea
just comes to you. Yeah.
I record the idea.
Okay. Do you play any instruments?
I play piano and guitar.
Okay, yeah.
I used to play baritone horn when I was in high school. And when I was in grad school, I played lower strings, cello and double bass. But right now, I basically sing and I play piano almost pretty much every day. And I play the guitar. I play some guitar every now and again.
Okay.
But my main instrument is my voice. That is what
the God-given one.
Yeah, and I've worked on it and gotten some training and all that.
Okay. All right. So, and you also produce for yourself, or you get somebody out to come and produce for your songs?
Well, I produce with myself, and I have other people I work with.
Okay.
I have a guy in New York City here that I spend most of my time with in the studio. James, what's his last name here? For a second. James Gately.
Yeah.
When I'm in the studio ready to put something out, I spend a lot of time with him in the studio.
Honorable shout out to Mr. James Gately.
Yeah, definitely. I want to big up Jim, in the studio. But I also get session players in Jamaica to play on the track. Drummer player, a man named Desi Jones, who used to play for Jimmy Cliff. She used to play for Chalice and so on. He played drums on a couple of the tracks. You have a fellow named Troy Auxley Wilson that played drums on some of the tracks. He and Red Rat, the DJ, are brothers. I don't know if you know Red Rat.
Oh yeah. Red Rat is a top shatter.
Well, his brother played drums on a couple of the tracks.
Okay.
A bass player named the name eluded me right now. But
that's all right. Just a big shout out to all of them, man, there, because it's always nice when you're linking up, like good. Right. Yes, you're in the same frequency with some talents that once it comes together, We get some good wax here, good wax here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody who's gonna catch this later, Desmond the Songwriter, and the name of the album is Another Guest Coming. Check it out. It's available on all your streaming platforms, my people. Yeah, go do that. And I'm gonna give you some link to all his YouTube page and all his other everything down here, right? Just for the sake of it, are you available in all the social platforms like IG, Twitter, and that type of thing?
I'm everywhere, man. I'm on IG, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok. Yeah, I'm on all of those platforms.
As you should be, my brother. Go on and shout out your handles, please, my brother.
Yeah, well, if you go to IG, you're gonna find me Desmond the Songwriter. If you Google Desmond the Songwriter, you'll find all my pages on IG, Desmond the Songwriter on TikTok.
Across all platforms is Desmond the Songwriter.
Yeah, well, on Twitter and Facebook, you're gonna find that. If you search for Desmond the Song, you'll find me here. And on TikTok is Desmond the Songwriter, IG Desmond the Songwriter.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, Mary Jane. Mary Jane.
Yeah, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Mary Jane, before I forget, the bass player I was trying to remember is Rupert McKenzie.
Yeah, honorable shout out to Rupert McKenzie.
Yes. And Sidney Mills, who's Steel Pulse member, Sidney Mills has played on some tracks as well.
All right.
Yeah. So in terms of Mary Jane now, Mary Jane, you might know, is a euphemism for marijuana, weed, herb, right?
Right.
And everybody have a different experience and with herb, you know. I personally, I don't smoke. So Mary Jane is really a song about my relationship with weed and saying, look, we're not going to smoke anymore, you know, because X, Y, Z. You know, they set the time. But everybody have a different experience with weed. And I know it could be a little disingenuous of me to write a song about marijuana and a reggae project in that vein, but you know, them set to each his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think this is the first time I'm hearing anything that you're talking about the other side of it. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody else speaks about this other side. So if it's good, if it's good for the goose, then it's good for the gender, like what they say. You know what I mean? Like we say, we try to enlighten each other, my brother. We try to enlighten each other, and we really appreciate you. So another guest coming is the album, and it's available on all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. Please go get that. Mr. Desmond, the Songwriter, any parting shots before we leave?
Yeah, well, we just want to, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to get this word out to a wider audience. Loco, you know, we appreciate you on this platform, yet to Brian TV. I appreciate that opportunity. I would just want to thank other members of the team that have helping me. We have Raquel, and we have Shelly, and we have Melody.
Honorable shout out to my people there.
Yeah, other members of the team, you know, and we just want to continue inspiring the audience. You know, if you instead of complaining, that's why sometimes you listen to certain music and you don't like it. If you hear music that you like this, if you're looking for inspiring music, if you're looking for music that's relaxing, if you're looking for music that's about meaningful things, and
positive vibes.
And I try to squeeze in a little humor in there too, some of the songs. If you're looking for that, check it out. You know, support the music and, you know, share it to your friends. Don't hesitate to share it, right? We appreciate anything any help to get the message out, the message of inspiration out.
Yes, brother. We give thanks, and that's why we're here, brother Desmond. Listen, people, like we say, another guest coming is the album available on all your streaming platforms, available on YouTube. It's all over there. And I'm going to sit on it. You know what I mean? I think this is what I'm doing for this week. I want to see which other guest is coming. And on that note, my brother, we give thanks, much love and respect. Blessings.
Honor and respect, man. Much love and blessed love, DJ Lope. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, blessings, my brother. I give thanks.